Real Life Bill here with my buddy John and my boy Flocka, Dr. Flocka, Views from the Chair Pod. I'm really boosting my morale this Wednesday because I'm so happy to talk to you guys. So let's fucking chat.
So chipper sometimes coming in. Other times it's like kind of dead. You know,
Yeah,
it's like I don't even know if I
I've
want
been
to be
real
here.
like I've been real timid this week, and then like once I realized we were podding today, so wow, it really chippered me up. You know,
I get excited to talk to the fellas.
saying bro,
I don't mind it.
makes my week.
I don't mind it at all.
I'm over COVID. Makes my week though.
You over COVID?
I'm over COVID, bro. I'm over it. But
Yeah.
we don't even gotta talk about that shit. But I'm fucking over it. But we don't even gotta talk about that shit.
Going out with no mask? Don't even care?
Nah, I always wear masks and shit, bro. But I'm definitely being real selfish with my actions and shit. Like my buddy had called me and was like, "Yo, by the way, John, Christmas party this weekend." And my buddy called me and was like, "Yo, it's a Christmas. You probably got the Facebook invite, but I don't think you'd be on Facebook."
Nah, I gotta check it.
Yeah, he called me and was like, "Yo, Christmas party this weekend. You think I should have it and shit?" And I said, "Realistically, no, but I'm going to show up if you have it."
Yeah.
You know me? I'm going to show up if you have it. That's just a fact. So I'm getting more and more selfish with my shit because I got family parties to go to and shit coming up. So I'm getting pretty over COVID. I'm still wearing my mask and shit. Always will. I'm not taking the vaccine until at least 8 months away when I see how that shit works on other people. But yeah, this little mid-range COVID game we got going on where everything's up in the air and it's mad uncertain, and we just gonna kind of shut down and kind of open up, and motherfucking offices are staying closed forever and shit. I ain't fucking with it, dog. Yeah, John. Now I got some bad news about work this week. Not bad financially for me, but I'm not gonna get to see my work buddies for a grip, bro. And that shit hurts my heart. You feel me? It's hard to be isolated when you got my kind of personality, dog. I'm sick of this shit.
He said the month 8 times while we were talking.
I am sick of that shit, and I can't really drop the month because in case my coworkers listen, my boss told me keep it on the low. But this shit hurt. You feel me? This shit hurts to be this isolated 5 fucking days out of the week, dog. I'm making mad unnecessary moves. I'm hitting the grocery store 3 times. I don't even cook like that.
You know the definition of a people person.
I can't golf no more, dog.
What?
I'm losing my fucking mind, John.
Shit,
I'm losing my fucking mind, dog. I'm losing it. I'm going the fuck crazy. But you gotta keep people safe and shit.
So you're gonna have to spend a lot of time alone then.
I've been spending all my time alone. Flock, that's the most alone I've ever been in my life. These last motherfucking, what we on December? Last 10 months, dog. I've never been this isolated in my life. Shit is fucking brutal.
What happens to you when you start to be this alone?
You know, Flock, it depends on the day. Sometimes I really appreciate my lonesomeness. And other days, I might get too anxious, you feel me? And then I feel like I gotta like be moving around and shit. Other days I gotta talk to people nonstop, but like, it's just like you just get alone with your thoughts, you feel me? And then you start overanalyzing shit and you just have too much time in your hands, even when you're working and shit. Cause I be busy with work now. Sales is booming again, but it's too much isolation, bro. I don't fuck with it. It's not healthy. I don't like that shit.
It sounds like whenever you start to be alone, anxious thoughts come up, and you said that you have to talk to people and kind of keep them at bay with activity.
Bro, it's not even your little therapy shit that you try to dive into. It's not even that.
What's the bio of this pod?
I know, but I'm telling you, like, it's just like a wild lifestyle change. That's hard to adjust to. Like a wild lifestyle change to where I am around people 85% of the time to 10. And then if you add that on to I've never lived by myself outside of like the 6 or 7 months in Denver to now I live by myself and I don't get to go in the office and you don't get to go to the bars and bounce around and you can't meet for happy hours and shit. And you're not really supposed to be getting together with your friends like that. It's a wild lifestyle change. But motherfuckers is dying and shit and I still got my job and shit, so I'm not bitching. But I'm losing my fucking mind too.
But that's not mental health related, you know, it's just...
Oh, it's for sure mental health related, bro. I'm a little thrown. There's no denying my thrownness, bro. I've always been a little thrown.
So why are you trying to bully me off my...
Nah, because I ain't like how you was leading into it.
Let my man do his job, yeah.
I ain't like how you was leading into it.
Get him, Flock. What you doing from the chair? Tell him what you doing from the chair.
Nah, fuck all that.
No, I don't think that what you're saying makes you, in a bad way, any different from other people. Like that's the whole thing with the pandemic is like we're not used to being able to be alone, and at the same time, we need to figure out how to be okay with whatever we're going through. Like
No,
that's
that was the big argument for a lot of people was the lockdown and the quarantine and shit. You was gonna lose just as much people to drug addiction and suicide as you would from the COVID shit, which I don't think is realistic, but it's a strong point.
it's definitely not realistic. And to me, when I hear that, I think, well, then we need to make sure that those people are being supported and know that they are able to reach out for mental health. Because just because something is going to make me not feel well doesn't mean that I should not be able to do that thing. What I need to do is figure out how to be okay with that thing.
Yeah. So has your life adjusted at all?
Has what?
Like, has your life adjusted at all with the COVID shit?
Definitely.
Yeah, like dramatically.
I mean, I don't live alone, so I haven't had
Yeah,
that
I'm
aspect.
not like attacking you. I'm just curious because me and John talk about this shit, so I know his shit's not that much different.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then I was wondering, how fucking long? How much longer can you do this shit?
I could do this for a lot longer.
That, bro.
Me and Flock on the
Fuck
same
that.
page.
Fuck that. It's the uncertainty for me, dog. It's just so much uncertainty in the air. Like it's just not like it's been almost a year now, and
Yeah.
we're going for at least another year.
I think the thing that I think it would have messed me up if my job situation would have changed. But since I still go to work, I think that's the part that kept it level for me.
Yeah,
If
that
I was like,
consistency.
if there was like a change with that, like if I could only work like 2 days a week or some crazy shit, it probably would have fucked me up.
Oh, if I was still in the office getting my people fixed and shit, I would be cool.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Let me try to flip it this way. Since me and John are more introverted,
Mm.
I'm wondering if Dill, now you're getting a little bit of a taste of sometimes what it's like to be us when we're cool being inside, but the way that normal life is if you're not outside, then that's kind of weird.
Yeah, let me take something back real quick. Because earlier I said I can't even golf no more. I was capping on that because I could golf every fucking day, dog, and it was weighing on my conscience just thinking about that.
I just want to point out that Dill has ducked 3 questions of mine so far.
Oh no, run it back, bro. Because
but I ducked the heavy questions.
Nah, what you was just saying, bro? What was the question?
Somebody was telling me over the weekend, they were like, yo, if John went on a streak there for asking like 8 or 9 really good questions and he was carrying the conversation, I was like, hey, you know what? Fuck you. Shut up.
I'm just throwing hoops, man. That's all.
You saying, am I getting a taste of what your introvert life is?
I think that, yes, short question, answer yes, is normally it's not as acceptable to not go out, right? Oh, you don't want to come out of the house, you want to be introverted. And I have to push myself sometimes to go do social situations where there's a lot of people, which is why, like, you know, being friends with people like you is great because it's kind of like this balance of, you know,
he'll get you out the house.
Yeah. Yeah. And so now we have like this flip situation where I can be in the house.
I hate it.
And not hate it.
I hate it. But this is a choice that I didn't have. You feel me? Didn't have the choice. I didn't get to choose to be introverted and shit. It was forced upon me. And I've been dealing with it like a soldier for 10 fucking months. I ain't been bitching. You feel me? I wear my mask, a COVID protocol. I keep my hand sanitizer and shit. You trying social distance and all that. So yeah, I'm getting a taste for that shit, but it's trash and I don't like it. So I want it to be done responsibly.
How does it work whenever there's something that you don't like and you kind of keep that pushing against it mentality? You know, because sometimes the harder we push against the thing that we don't like, the worse it gets.
Bro, I can't adapt into the introvert shit. I can't.
You cannot.
Do it. I can't. I gave it a go, motherfucker. You ain't see how many miles I was riding on my bike. I gave it a go, bro. I tried everything. I've been outdoorsy.
You ain't pick up no new hobbies
and shit.
Well, you golfing heavy though. You
golf heavy, bro. I was riding fucking
heavy
30 miles a day on a bike, bro. I'm not a bike rider.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like I was trying to pick up different shit. I started gaming more. Like we doing a podcast. Mad shit I'm trying to do to balance this shit out. And my house has never been cleaner.
Has anything worked? A little bit?
bro. You know, I'm week by week, so sometimes I'm not even bothered by this shit. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Some days I wake up and I'm losing my fucking mind. Like this week, I just been losing my shit. Other days I'm like, yeah, this shit cool, bro. I'm listening to mad music. I'm listening to mad pods. I'm getting work done. My fucking crib's always clean. I'm exercising more. I'm fucking like, there's certain good shits to it, but it goes by the day or the week, dog. Sometimes you feel I might have 4 good weeks and then five days of just I fucking hate this shit.
Thanks.
Shit sucks.
Thanks.
So 4 to 5 good weeks, right? And then
That's
you said,
my life. Fuck,
and then you
live
said
with
like,
that shit.
and then you said 4 to 5 days of it not being good.
Yeah, I'm a percentage guy, bro. So that's life in general.
Okay, but you just told me you couldn't adjust.
Yeah, I'm talking about life in general, bro. You feel me?
Okay.
I did adjust, but I can't.
You did adjust.
I can't.
You did, but you can't. I follow you.
I can't. The bad weeks are horrible. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. This shit sucks. This shit is trash. But at the same time, you feel me? If I also get 4 good weeks and then 1 bad week, you feel me? That really means I only get like 1 bad month out of the year. And I'm not mad at those odds.
Yeah, that's a good percentage. You say you're a percentage guy.
But when I'm in the bad, I hate this shit, dog. I hate it. There's nothing going right. I hate this shit. Motherfucker, I called John last week. I said, motherfucker, I closed this deal, this deal, this deal, this deal. I still hate this shit, dog. I am having the best work week of my life. I fucking hate this shit, dog.
Nah, I feel you. It is kind of trash, but at the same time, because just the fact that we can't even just go out and hang till 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, that shit is why.
Bro, I moved to Philly and I've only seen a small portion of the city. Or
let the people know how long you was in Philly before this shit closed down.
Like 6-7 weeks, dog.
That shit is fucked up.
And we had a fucking ball.
I'm black.
We had a ball, motherfucker. I moved to Philly and John stayed at my crib more times an hour away than he has in his fucking life. We had a ball, dog.
The year started off so great.
Yeah, John just hit me. He's like, yeah, you remember how much fun we was having in the beginning of the year? Yes, dog. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget how much fun we had in the beginning of the year, dog. Oh my, that shit was a ball. This shit, yeah. You ever see the video where the skateboarder boy, like he's fucking trash? He's very snapping outside. No. It's like his shoes, trash, shirt, trash, like haircut.
Wait, no, I think I might have seen that. Yeah.
That's how I feel, dog. That's the vibe I'm in this week. This shit's all trash, dog. Trash. I got a new putter though.
New putter. I bet you did.
Yep.
Yo, shout out to our listeners last week for carrying us to the most listens we've ever had in a single week. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to the listeners. We love y'all.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Brett because he put my group chat on and shit. He really been bigging our shit up. Shout out to my boy Mondo I bounced into, Johnny and Shaman, faithful listeners and shit. And my boy Brett, he's starting his cider business pretty soon, so we're going to have a little sponsor and shit.
Ooh.
We're doing a cider studio over here. You feel me?
Shout out to everybody subscribing too. Appreciate all that.
Yes. We got the new logo coming next week. Got a
logo dropping for y'all.
Some good visuals. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram as usual. I'm wondering, how do y'all know when a girl is getting in her bag with you?
What's in her bag mean?
I have to explain that word.
Yeah.
Like when she's...
Because sometimes you be saying shit, and I don't know if you mean it the positive way or the negative way.
Positive way.
Okay. Like, how do you know when a girl starts fucking with you?
I
don't know, bro. It's just how she acts.
Yeah.
I
like facial expressions. I like when bitches see me and they just get joked up, like happy as shit to see me. Ooh, I love that shit. Just naturally excited and shit. You catch a John smiling just because you're around and shit. You're like, yo, what the fuck you geeked up about? Just happy to be around you, dog.
I think it's the time.
Gotta love that.
Once they want to spend all their time with you. That's like when it's what you doing every day.
Or you
am I gonna see you today?
You end the convo and then 2 hours later, how was your day? We already talked about it. It ain't changed since 3 p.m., baby.
Same thing. How do you know when you're getting in your bag with a girl before you start acting on it? Like, what's the internal signs that you're starting to feel somebody else?
Butterflies.
Okay, butterflies.
If I start thinking about what I'm going to say to you without it like just off the cuff, then I'm starting to get my bag. Like if it's not natural reaction shit, like if I'm not like smooth how I think I am all the time, and I gotta really like think about what you're saying and shit, it's a wrap. And then right after that, it's right when I call John, and then I know it's a little rap. Call John, you.
If I start getting nervous around her, yeah, she got me.
I love being nervous around
She got me.
girls.
Right.
I love being nervous around the ladies too. I love that feeling.
Yeah, once you get that, and you're like, oh yeah, she got me.
Yeah, why am I acting like a fucking dweeb right now? I'm too cool for this shit. Why am I acting like a fucking cornball?
Cheese and saying this shit.
Like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong? I'm acting like a whole fucking 12-year-old talking to this girl.
So it's kind of like an age regression type thing where you start getting a little younger. And
personality regression, bro. You lose all your smoothness, all your coolness, all your like, I'm in my bag, I think I know. Because if I'm talking to most drones, I usually think like I know like how I'm taking the convo. I already think how they're gonna respond, what I'm gonna say, what joke I'm gonna hit. If I lose all that shit, it's a wrap.
Kind of like that pre-planned.
Mm-hmm.
Is that crucial to kind of have a pre-plan of what you're gonna say, like kind of knowing ahead of time how you're gonna handle the situation?
Yeah, it's nice to have a game plan regardless, bro. It's nice to have a game plan. Or when you still get nervous, but the conversation's still flowing shit, like you just like, you feel like you got to keep it going and shit, like instant responses and shit.
Yeah.
I love that, dog. Free flowing conversation, but no smoothness.
Yeah.
Hurts my heart, dog. Love that shit. I hate that though.
Well, I'll be all smiling. This is wild.
I can't believe the office closed. Like,
that's where she at?
Nah, I'm just capping and shit, bro.
Just cap.
Hey, don't say that because like 4 of them might think like, nah.
4. What office?
Yeah, well,
John, you said it's
I don't even got an office. I work from home.
John, you said it's like butterflies, like in your stomach.
Yeah, once I get that nervous feeling, it's like, damn, I like this girl. What the fuck is going on?
That's funny.
Stumbling over your words and shit. Like, oh, I'm bugging.
I was just watching Lil Nicky last night, dog.
What the fuck Lil Nicky was doing?
So he always say when he gets sent to heaven, he come back down, he start releasing the butterflies and shit. He start talking to the joint he first meet in the movie, like you know, you from hell and shit. So he like, what? Why I feel like I got butterflies in my stomach? The bitch like, oh, because you like me. I was like, they accurate here.
Should we start the counter?
Yeah, I'm at 4. I really had 2 though, because 3 of them was halves.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So I brought this up for a reason because I wanted to know, how do you guys define erotic?
Shit, well, I mean, you really see that word when it comes to porn for real. That's or a store, and you know it's a store full of. I guess the word you just think of is sex. When I hear erotic, think sex.
So it kind of goes to like an extreme of porn, and then ties back into sex.
Yeah, it just goes all the way there. Like some nasty shit going down right now.
Yeah, and it's kind of something that I was hoping to focus on for a little bit, because that word erotic is much more broad than just straight to something kind of kinky, right? That's what we've sort of tied it to. Dude, what do you think about the word erotic?
I don't.
You don't have no thoughts? Too masculine?
I don't even know what erotic means, bro.
Take a guess. What does it mean to you?
It doesn't. I was like, I'm with John. I'm with you, bro. Like erotic's like only described of like when you think of like some freaky shit. It's erotic, but we about to hit a swingers club, like.
Yeah, it does sound extreme.
Like,
extreme, yeah.
So I wanted to read something from one of my favorite therapists named Esther Perel. She's like a big time therapist from Belgium, and she focuses mostly on sex and intimacy and relationships. And it's a little bit long, so bear with me. So she says that eroticism blooms from the tension between being excited and being inhibited, and manifests in the things that we say and do by how we act and how we think. That's the first part. So she's talking about it being a combination of being excited and inhibited. And then she goes on to say that we tend to think of eroticism as a sexual state shared by two or more people, but really it starts with the individual and it requires practice. So we've got like three things in there: the being excited and inhibited at the same time. It starts with the individual and it requires practice.
What requires practice?
To be able to be erotic.
Yeah, that's the joint that used to have the late night. She used to be on TV late night. She was the sex therapist. It was like this older white lady, and she was foreign.
I don't know. It could have been.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
she's old though, right?
She's probably like in her 50s.
Okay.
Is that who you're thinking of?
It used to be this old like foreign sex therapist on TV back in the day, late night.
And you would watch it?
Yeah, tuned in.
What'd you learn?
Can't even share that with you.
Got you jammed up on that one. Listeners, his face is really red.
Listen, now we're talking about it. No, I got a sunburn. It was mad sunny out. And
Okay.
what was their question there, bro?
Well, I wanted to dive into that idea about being erotic starting from within. Do you guys think that when we talk about the word erotic, that not only do we go straight to sex, but we put that on women? They're the ones responsible for that?
I just think sex, period. I ain't gonna say I think just women. When I hear erotic, it just sounds like sex.
Sex.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting at with this, honestly.
Yeah. So erotic can be, starts with knowing ourselves. And things can be erotic, or another word that we could use is the word intimate. When we are able to kind of know our physical body, and not in the sexual way, but just to know its feelings, to have a good connection with our personhood. And it's a good thing this is mostly audio. And knowing when our inner critic is showing up.
Our inner critic.
Yes.
In terms of sex?
In terms of anything.
Everything.
So I really want to branch eroticism out into
away from sex?
Yes. And
okay.
To including more than just sex. Like laying next to somebody in a very personal way and being able to be comfortable with that.
Like if I'm next to an exotic being erotic, I still got it.
That's why you quit rapping.
Still got it. Justin for Gators too, bro. Yeah, I feel all that, bro. I don't know what the question is, bro.
There's no question. I'm just trying to have a conversation about expanding the word erotic to
so erotic basically means intimate?
Yes, and in all the ways that
that's all you had to say.
This is a podcast where we talk about things in long form.
I'm trying to dumb it down for everybody, bro.
So, yes, erotic can mean intimate. And intimate is outside of sex also. Being able to be intimate with ourselves, not just sexually, like knowing our feelings, knowing our thoughts, knowing our desires, and being able to be compassionate with them, like having a desire and being able to kind of tell ourselves that is okay to have, even if it's something our inner critic might say, you shouldn't be wanting that.
Being comfortable with yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
I'm not talking about none of this today. Shout out to our new followers, listeners, all that. John.
Told y'all I was going to get heated.
Yeah, he trying. I see where he taking it. I see where he taking it.
PC, baby.
I see where he about to try to take this.
PC, baby. PC. John, take it from here.
Hey, I think I see where you trying to take that. He talking about we're not trying to offend our inner critic, even though we may like something.
Okay, that's where we're going with it.
I honestly am.
I thought we was going that I said I'd like to get out of there after 45 seconds and shit.
Is that where we going?
I don't have I don't have like a subliminal goal that I'm trying to achieve. But I think that point that you brought up is probably tying right into this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you want to put all your personal business out like that on the pod.
Nah, my man's never mind. What?
We already there, bro.
Now, because my man said, "Deal, would you still leave right after if the John told you she had MS, or she was dying right afterwards?" Nah, I'll stick around, dog. It'll spoon me at that point.
You said you would stick around for MS.
Just because she got.
That's devastating, bro. At that point, I'll do what you want. I'm a comforter.
Oh man, John, where did you think I was trying to take it?
I don't know. I guess shit. I thought you was going freaky shit with it for real.
Yeah.
You talking about because I guess like certain things are supposed to be bad.
I see.
For a man, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it there.
What's supposed to be bad?
Guess. I mean, shit. I mean, if we're gonna take it there, we're gonna take it there.
I don't know what's going on here, bro.
I'm following.
Okay. Well. I know where I'm going. I guess the example of a man getting his ass ate, and your inner critic like, yo, you ain't supposed to be doing that. But
that's where you was going with it.
That's where he was going with it. Flock nasty.
Yeah, you're a nasty boy. Flock
nasty.
If you like getting your ass ate, I'm not judging, bro. Whatever.
We're definitely not judging.
I'm not judging, bro. Whatever's into you, like, yeah, whatever you into, bro.
I have never seen Dylan turn around and adjust his hat in the middle of the pod.
I was thinking about a hat change, but I was like, nah.
Hat change mid-pod.
I was thinking about a hat change, but I'm like, nah, fuck it.
So I honestly didn't have that in mind, but that's a good example when it comes to sex of like our inner critic. But I think that brings up another question too of, is it inner critic or do I just not like that? You know, I think
it could be both. I would think if you never did it, you might be like, nah, that shit ain't supposed to go down. Your inner critic, like, it ain't supposed to go down against the person that has done it. Like, nah, that shit cool. Cause you hear both. Shit, I remember we was freshmen. Me and Bill was freshmen.
In high school, you wasn't
in high school, and we're freshmen on the team, and there's this whatever. Anyway, there was this dude around.
You remember that? Oh, yeah,
and he's telling us about getting his grown-ass man telling us kids about getting his ass ate and how once we turn 30, all your motherfuckers gonna be doing that. We sitting there like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
I thought you was going somewhere else. You remember they said the one boy was getting finger popped.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna tell you off air. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
Crazy who it is too, but yeah. Yep. Yep. So yeah, that shit crazy. That was a crazy time though. Shit in high school, bro, it was frowned upon to gun bitches. I mean girls.
And I had chin hair, so everybody thought I did.
As soon as I got the facial hair.
Man.
Oh, you a nasty motherfucker eating pussy out here.
Yeah.
You nasty as shit. We know how that beard came in.
And that was the inner critic.
You really fight that shit too.
Like,
nah, never, dog. This joint natural as shit.
Until you do it, and you're like, all right.
Oh, this is the time. Right, yeah. I could get used to this.
No bullshit.
No cap.
That's funny. The things that people say are because of certain sexual acts. Like they said that you had chin hair because of that.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing. Flock for you.
That's wild. No.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. As soon as
they connected that shit.
You eating pussy for real.
Yeah.
You out here,
only got that beard because you be eating pussy.
Says the people who were doing that, right? That's the only reason they thought that.
I don't even know if they was though in high school though. That shit was frowned upon.
It was just like, it was just snake going around eating pussy back then.
That shit was frowned upon. Oh my God.
So we're kind of touching on a whole separate point that there's like sexual acts that at one point were frowned upon because they were thought to be of a sexual orientation that wasn't cool. And now over time, things are starting to be more accepted as normal.
Yeah.
It's like when you're younger, you don't like certain food. You feel me?
Just like it.
Yep.
No, it is though. I get you. Like,
hey, initially you might just eat chicken tenders and pizza, dog. And you get older, you start liking cauliflower and shit. Brussels sprouts.
Still don't
Right.
like
My
that
fucking
shit.
asparagus. You don't fuck with Brussels sprouts
None of that shit you just named.
or asparagus?
Fuck no.
I fuck with both of them heavy now. It's like two of my favorites.
Damn.
Same.
And I used to be like a basic ass eater.
So when we talk about being erotic, we know that it starts with the self. It's from within. Like we are all have our own eroticism on the inside already. And it's a combination of being excited and inhibited. It's more than just sex. It involves exploring our personhood and our bodies in terms of like sensations and emotions that we experience. We know that it's about diminishing our inner critic and making peace with our bodies and our desires in a compassionate way. So let me give an example of how this can show up outside of sex. Knowing what you like or what you want to do when somebody says, do you like this? Or what do you want to do today? Have you guys ever met people or had the situation where somebody asks you that and you're like, I don't know what I want to do, or I don't even really truly know if I like this? And you may be thinking about, well, I just want to do what you want to do.
In terms of somebody else, a significant other, I'm guessing, or
it could
just
be
anybody.
It could be. It doesn't have to be sex. Like somebody says, "What do you want to do today?" And your first response might be, "Well, what do you want to do?" Or I don't know what I want to do. Like there's this sensation inside that's having a hard time identifying what I like or what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
I don't know.
I'm thinking. You got me thinking and shit.
I know that'll happen to me a lot. Like when I'm around friends, or I guess really just friends, maybe even family sometimes, where nobody will have specific plans. And to me, it feels more right to do what everybody else wants to do, or what another person wants to do if it's just me and one or two other people, than it would be for me to say what I want to do. And it's not that I'm trying to be a people pleaser, but there's really no clue from the inside that's saying, here's what you want to do. Because there's so much focus on making the group happy, or what does the group want to do?
I think I'll say what I want to do if I really want to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, again, if it's a bunch of people, I might let the majority rock. Like, oh, y'all want to do that? All right, we can do that today.
Okay.
Yeah, like if I want to chill in the crib and somebody's like, "Yo, let's go to the bar," and I'm not feeling like going to the bar, but then three other people like, "Yeah, we sliding, come on," then I'm still gonna slide. You feel me? Because now three people gonna be there that I usually want to see. I don't necessarily feel like leaving the crib right now, but I'm gonna go out anyway. You feel me? Because everybody wants to hang.
Okay. So there's like a certain number I'm hearing of like people where once it crosses that threshold, I'm gonna lean towards the group.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be the guy that doesn't go and
Yeah,
shit.
and what if they need you to that point? You feel me? Like, what if I don't feel like playing basketball anymore? But then John hits me and is like, "Yo, we got 3. We need you for 4." I'm probably gonna slide.
You're gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin everybody else's basketball adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
My back might be fucked up, but I'll play through it.
Okay. Finishing this sentence, I turn myself off when ... Like, and not just again, it's tough because it's not just sexually.
So like, if I said I shut down when I'm disappointed,
right?
Like, would that be answering the question?
Yeah, that would be answering the question. Like, I shut myself down when I'm disappointed, and is that because what does the disappointment come from? Is that because you're keeping high standards and they've been let down, or how does the disappointment happen, and what does that say to you that causes you to shut down?
I mean, like you said, like I said, it would be the just disappointment and you doing one thing when you say you would do another, and you don't do the thing you said you would do. And as my significant other, I hold you to a high standard because I'm claiming you, you're mine, I'm yours. I don't want to let you down. But at the end of the day, I also know that we human and we all have flaws, we all make mistakes. So I can't expect you to be perfect either. So maybe that's on me for having such high expectations, you know?
I think that's a good one. I know I'll shut myself down or turn myself off when because sometimes I will feel like I'm being attacked when I'm not, or being told that I'm doing something wrong, and I'll think that that's what the other person is saying, but that's not really what they're saying. Like I kind of get sensitive about it,
Right.
and think that they're being critical when they're just maybe asking or sharing what's truly going on with them.
I can relate to that too. Because nobody wants to be told they're acting a certain way if they feel like they're not, and then you piecing it to something that's not even there.
Flock is saying on like you, like if I feel like a John saying I'm doing something that I'm not doing, then I get salty. Like if a bitch like, yo, why you acting like a dick right now? Or like, why you being like mean? Or like, why you doing this? Then I'd be like, yo, I'm not even being mean, dog. I'm just trying to tell you like this. And they'd be like, yeah, now you got a little attitude and shit. I don't got an attitude, dog. I'm just joking and shit. Or if you joking and then they try to act like it's serious, like obviously I was joking, dog. But on a deeper like intellectual scale, and I got no experience in that.
Do you think that they might just be sharing what's going on with them, and they could be, from their perspective, right?
Yeah, 100%, bro. And I'm a big adamant of that. And that's why I was saying, like, I agree with you on that. Because a lot of that times it's more so them, like, that's how they interpret the situation. And it's my bad if I'm not asking them how they interpret a situation. Like, if I'm just taking it from my perspective of the situation, like, to them, they could really, like, I could be coming off as a dick. I might not mean it that way. I might just be joking, or I might be trying to get to the point to, like, be blunt about something or whatnot. But it could definitely, like, be hurting their feelings and shit. So I could be a dick in that situation. But sometimes it's like instant reaction is to get defensive. Like, nah, you wildin'. I'm not wildin'. You wildin'.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's that inner critic that comes in and says, you know, that starts to get defensive.
But I don't think the inner critic or erotic shit is why I don't like to cuddle necessarily afterwards. I think it's because the Jones I knock down, I don't necessarily have an emotional connection with a lot of times. You feel me? And if you're not emotionally connected with a joint, it's hard to be like extremely like open to them or like vulnerable to them. You feel me? Like you said last time, like you catch a nut, that is like the most exposed you're going to be. You feel me? Like you might feel like a motherfucking baby afterwards. But if you're not really like really feeling somebody or really like them or like feel connected with them, it's kind of like more so like you just got done a game. Like it's over. Right? I'm not about to cuddle after I play Call of Duty.
Knocking them escorts off.
Nah, bro. I a lot of the times I'm dealing with somebody, it feels more so like a friend I'm fucking.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%.
So, damn, I don't even
Bro,
know what
you
to
like
take it
it's not
after
like, bro, like it's not like.
that. I feel like if you have a girl, she your friend.
Yeah, bro, but it's a difference. Like it's a difference between like yeah, I feel that. But then like what we was describing in the beginning of the pod's missing.
The
Like
butterfly.
the infatuation, like the deep interest, the like, and not outside of like the just regular curiosity, because I'm a curious fella in general. So I'm going to ask all about your family and career goals and where you think your life going to go and all
Even
that
if you
shit.
don't like the girl.
Even if I don't, because I might like them as a person, but if I'm not picturing myself like invested in the long-term stuff that we're talking about, like I could just be asking out of curiosity. But if I'm not infatuated with you or like really like talking about you to my buddies or trying to get like second opinions and shit on shit, like it's more so just mad casual. Like you could be cool peoples and we might just be fucking. And maybe that's the inner critic. You feel me? But that's like a lot of that shit I think is like how I grew up though, for real.
When you say that on the end, it makes me feel as if you're like saying something bad about it.
Nah, bro, I think like how like my interactions are is a lot more like guarded than it should be. Or like it's more like I think I have an unrealistic expectation to like what shit should be, and that's why I don't seriously date that much.
So guarded and unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, because on one part I think it's a lot because like I've moved so much and like bounced around so much and whatnot, and I think a lot of it is like the amount of people I've had come in and out of my life that I don't necessarily like to have people. Like, I don't necessarily like to be attached to my everyday lifestyle to new people because I'm accustomed to them like dipping. because I don't have much constance in life. Like outside of my mom and John and like two other friends, I don't like there's not much constance in my life since I was a kid. Like I'm used to people being around, be around for a little bit, disappear, or they might be around like when shit's going well, disappear when shit's tough. You feel me? So I think that's like a lot of the shit.
So
I'm
you
trying
can
to get this pod up. You feel me?
no, that's fire. So you can already trace back how your childhood relationships impact your ability to develop intimate relationships now.
Yeah, bro. I'm not like naive to like the flaws in my personality or like even in like my lifestyle or how like I act. Like I know exactly why I have so much trouble like getting attached to people. Well, to an extent, like I get it. Like I understand. Like it's more so like I think it's more of a guarded thing.
I can honestly relate in a way to how you saying, not, I won't say in the female way, but like how you see how I just, you, if you see me out, you see me with the same 5 to 7 people. And that's because I moved around a lot. I didn't really get attached to too many people, just like you said, moving around. You here one day, you going the next. I went to 4 or 5 elementary schools, 2 middle schools. High school was where I stayed the longest, and the people I was around in high school, the people I'm around now.
Yeah.
So
I think once you get used to like how bad that shit sucks to losing people you care about, like it kind of like scars you a little bit.
yeah.
Whether that should be from people like either you moving around, making new connections, then you move again, you lose that connection. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's motherfuckers like turning their back on you and all of a sudden like maybe you're not doing what they agree with, so they just cut you out of their life. You feel me? Whether it's like family or whatnot. So I think that's just a lot of my issue. And then like, or motherfuckers dying that you really
Mm-hmm.
fuck with. So it's like, yo, am I gonna, unless I'm extremely infatuated with you and I really like you and I think it's something there, am I really gonna even like invest my emotional shit with you? Which is pussy on me, honestly.
Is that fear of being hurt?
I don't know if it's fear of being hurt, bro. I think it's fear of like somewhat like not like I don't feel like it's fear of being like my feelings hurt because I feel like I mean you've been around me forever, so like if I get my feelings hurt, that's just for a week, couple weeks, like then I move on and adapt. But like if I really care about you, like and like you're in my everyday life and then like you disappear, like it's just like a change of lifestyle and then that's just like it's just salty, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
Plus I feel like I'm a numb to a lot of that shit, so I don't necessarily want to get out of that. But that's a double-edged sword, you feel me? Because then you can, I feel like you can only peak a certain level of happiness with how I live.
So what's preventing you from taking that to the next step and making the changes to?
I don't know, Flock, because I just started like thinking about this shit like the last couple of years, and now like I be trying to put myself out there more and try like take Jones more serious or like be dating and shit. But like on the flip side of it, that's where the unrealistic expectation is, because you got to hit on all points for me really to like you.
Is the expectation part of a defense mechanism to because people may not ever be able to satisfy those expectations?
Maybe, bro. See, that's views from the chair. Maybe. I don't know.
You know, because we've been talking about this for quite a while, and I'm thinking about my time in middle school when I moved and being an only child and how I can kind of relate to what y'all are saying with not knowing anybody and how terrible that feels going into a new situation. And I don't think that at the time I knew how hard that was going to impact me to not have any friends and like going to lunch, not having anywhere to sit and knowing how terrible that felt. And like, so now I will make sure that I find myself reaching out a lot with friends or making sure that the connection is good so I can keep that consistency there. And like when you were pointing out the other time, are you a yes man? I think I can become a yes man because that keeps the security there in my mind. I'm not saying that's correct.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of that shit's like just like if you don't have a lot of constants in your life. You feel me? Like shit, moving around. Like when I was younger, we probably moved like me and my mom probably moved shit 20 times by the time I graduated college. So it's not like I have like a childhood home. I did, and then my pop died. So like I don't have that. Like you feel me? So it's just constants in life. Like if you're not used to having constants, you don't necessarily want to like add them shits either. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you not want to add
I
constants?
mean, you do, but you don't want to lose them shits either, though.
So there's more risk to adding it.
Mm-hmm. But who knows, bro?
It can be safer to not add it.
Yeah, I think that's my problem.
Yeah.
But I don't really be thinking like that either, bro. Like sometimes I just be living it, but I be trying to deep dive on how I act and why I act it now. And I think there's a lot of correlation on how I grew up, different experiences in life, and why I act like how I act now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think you're alone in not trying to do that consciously, but it's kind of happening subconsciously because it's part of the foundation that's been laid by those early life experiences. You know, you're not like sitting there never trying to make connections on purpose or add somebody permanently on purpose, but there's like little subtle behaviors that we do that keep that going.
Yeah, no, because I do be making connections. But sometimes even when I be making the connections, like some of that shit be feeling forced. And then I be thinking like, am I just forcing this shit because like now I feel like I need to like start moving in that direction? Like I think my last big move was a force. So I'm like, damn, do I feel like was that necessarily a move I wanted to make, or was that like a timeline move? And then I fight with that too, because it's like, yeah, like I'm happy
like timing, like according to your goals timeline.
Yeah, timeline, bro. Like, yeah, we're almost 30. Like, I don't want to be too old of a dad. Like, I'd like to get married, like to have kids, I'd like to have a wife, fucking buy a nice crib. Like, and I could do most, like, I could buy a crib, but like, just the like idealistic scenario. But then, like, as you live life too, you start to realize, like, the ideal, like, once you see people live the idealistic scenario that you thought was like the goal, they be in that shit and be mad miserable too.
Yeah, and you questioning yourself, like, do I even want that?
Do I even want this shit?
Yeah.
And then, like, you start questioning that and you're like, well, or am I just copping out? It's like, maybe just so am I copping out on what I wanted because I'm using other people's excuses for like how they shit turned out? Like, oh, see, that could turn out like that too.
But do you look at the positive situations and be like, well, damn, my shit could turn out like that?
Right? You know me, bro. I be talking about motherfuckers a couple goals all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Always be couple goals all the time. I love to see a happy couple, dog. I love a happy relationship. I love that shit. There's nothing better than seeing a couple out like boosting each other, geeked up. You can tell like the natural chemistry and love for each other and shit. Yeah. I love to see that shit.
See, I feel like what you just said ties back into the eroticism and the self-critic, like seeing what other people have and then wondering if you're going for that because that's what you want or because that's what it seems like. I don't know how you said it, but you could have or is obtainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like there's certain like roadblocks motherfuckers set up for themselves too. Like I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna get to that.
Kind of like a perfectionism. Yeah, I have to have this perfect plan.
Or I'm gonna wait until like I'm doing this, and then I'll like focus on that. And it's like, yeah, like you could do that your whole fucking life.
Yeah. Be 40 and still saying that shit.
Yeah. Oh, what is a motherfucker?
I think I could have easily done that with kids, with having a child. Like I thought I wanted this perfect plan, a certain money in the bank, or a certain house, have the house a certain way. And I can even get caught up in that still of, wow, we're doing this without the perfect plan, without what I thought I wanted set up. And it's turning out fine.
Yeah. And people be saying like, yo, just do it. And then like everything will be fine. Like, but that shit is still scary too. Like, you don't just want to like have faith in that shit will all work out.
But that shit might work out.
Yeah, but it do be where everybody says about kids. Everybody's like, you just had them shits, everything will work out. You're not even gonna worry about it once they happen.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
They there. What you gonna do? Give them back? You ain't give them back.
You have to figure it out as you go. Like some shit you just gotta deal with as you go. Like, and that's one of them Johns.
Yeah, everything is figure outable for sure.
Okay. I'm like extremely open now. I don't give a fuck what people think about me, and I don't like the first time we was talking this shit, I really liked myself, so I don't necessarily give a fuck what people think to an extent. And I think the realization of like everybody's fucked up in the last couple of years. Like, everybody's fucked up, and some of us are comfortable enough to talk about it.
That'll definitely ease your mind.
Like everybody is fucked up.
Everybody is.
Some people just out here casually fucking bitches, and some people fucked up in different ways.
No doubt.
I'm the first.
You're the first. I'm the different ways.
Same.
No, we got a new follower and shit. I got you.
Yeah. What y'all got?
John, you want to start? Because I'm kind of like iffy today.
On the question, this our random
Well,
question.
first I was going to go into my Santa Claus Christmas. John, I already talked about that. And I was thinking about COVID.
Were we recording when we said that?
We were.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We could do that again. I could get into that.
Yeah. Let's go. I mean, the holidays coming. Let's go.
I don't understand why I spend like fucking $1,000 every year for Christmas. I hate saying I'm atheist.
Shit, come up with a new word. Shit.
Because I am atheist, but I'm not like an extreme atheist to where I'm like, yo, it's definitely not real. There's no fucking way like there's any kind of religion. But I do think like I
off topic. If you, like you say you're atheist or whatever you want to call it, do you have faith in like?
I have faith in you having faith. You feel me? I'm happy with whatever you guys want to believe. My idea of the afterlife is not like I think it's a little more gruesome for people to think about.
Are you agnostic?
What agnostic's like kind of spiritual, right? Something like that.
Yeah, like I think there might be something,
Yeah,
but I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure what there is. I'm not sure what there is, but there's definitely something like, yeah. Because I've always been a big believer in karma, and I know that shit's not real. But like,
you don't think?
I think karma's cat, bro. Flocka actually broke karma down to me like a couple years ago, and I was like,
and you don't think karma's real either, Flock?
He said karma's like an excuse for us to like justify bad shit that happens or good shit that happens that we either think we did deserve or don't deserve. I
had a situation where my life was going good. I started doing some bullshit. My shit went shitty. I changed much the way I was acting, and my shit went back to. But that's just me though. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know.
Conscious eating you up, bro.
But it legit. Once I started being on some bullshit, my shit was like, unrelated. I mean, it's possible.
But like maybe I don't know,
I'm big
bro.
into energy and all that spiritual.
Yeah, I like that. Like I like the idea, like reincarnation. Like we die and then we come back as a tree or a motherfucking bug, or you're like your energy has to go somewhere. Nah, but realistically, I think when you die, like only thing left of you is the motherfucking experiences you left on other people.
But even the energy you put out in the world. Like, you don't think it comes back to you?
Experiences, motherfucker. That's why I be having all the young boys and shit, because I'm leaving them little lessons, dog. As long as they take my little lessons and pass them along, take a little something from me, still alive out in these streets.
Give the pod a lesson, man. Give the pod a lesson.
Oh, come on, bro.
I'm putting you on the spot. You giving them to the young boys.
mad lessons, motherfucker. I was just giving mad lessons, dog. But my lessons be capped. They shits I don't follow and shit. I be telling motherfuckers try and focus on the positive and shit. Motherfuckers be swearing by my advice, and that shit is, I don't follow none of that shit.
I definitely focus on the positive.
I don't be following none of that shit.
So you take being a godparent seriously. You be like the godparent, dropping the facts to them. You see what I try to do there?
Yeah, I like that, bro. But I was speaking in general, not just my god kid. You feel me?
But with John,
that shit is kind of funny though, because I'm a god kid parent to like 6 kids, and I don't know what's God.
Yeah.
But some people look at themselves as gods.
I'm not gonna say that in case there is one, because
But you were created in His image, though. You was created in His image, so why would you not?
Bro, whose image?
Okay.
What are we talking about?
In God's image.
No, the security fucking head of Israel just said that there's a galactic union that they've been knowing about for fucking 10, 15, 20 years.
That part too? Shit.
Yep. And
Why can't you believe in both?
The aliens just, they won't let us join the union yet because they said we're not advanced yet.
They will love the aliens.
Nah, I just think they're real, bro.
Nah, they definitely real shit.
Yeah. And I just think the story of like, I think it's funny how people like laugh at like the Mormons for their story, because like how unrealistic that story is, but they can justify all the unrealistic shit in their stories. It's like mad funny. Yeah. Like, all right, so this guy couldn't find fucking a golden book in the ground, but this other guy can reach his hand from the fucking sky and let people walk like fuck out of here. But they both could be true. I don't know. You feel me? Whatever you believe, more power to you.
Yeah, that's where my perspective is that a lot of these stories are telling the same exact story. It's just different versions of it, different interpretations that were
Yeah.
passed down through cultures. I think that I was talking to Em last night about this, and one of the very real experiences that I have that makes me think that there is something larger than us, whether that's some type of force or a spirit, is like these little moments when you're talking to somebody or looking at somebody and you can feel like you really connect with them. Like, have y'all ever, y'all gonna make fun of me, but been like making eye contact with somebody while you're talking and you feel like you get like a glimpse of their actual being for a second? Like there's just split brief where you're kind of making eye contact, like, oh, I just saw you. Like,
I hear what you're saying, because definitely, like, eye contact, you literally, I see you. In your head, you're thinking, oh, I see you. I feel you. Like, energy shit.
Sometimes I be having dreams, and I think like my dreams are so realistic that they're alternate realities. I'm saying, bro, that shit's like there could be mad realities.
They read the
And
four agreements. They talk about your dreams.
hey, the four agreements, I fuck with it.
Saying, sometimes you
great
can
book.
see like that shit could just be a different like parallel universe, dog. Who knows?
Dylan does really think he's a god.
Nah, I might be a god, bro. Who knows though? I don't know. The one shit I don't like is when the church motherfuckers be like, "Oh, you got to go to church or you going to hell and shit." So I'm like, "Yo, you gonna tell me?
I don't believe that.
You gonna tell me that if I'm out here doing all good shit for all motherfuckers and shit, and just because I didn't go praise this motherfucker every Sunday, I gotta go to hell because I wasn't praising, bro? Send me to hell then. I'll take it. Fuck that." That's just my take. I know y'all scared and shit, dog. Motherfuckers listen to Biggie all day, but motherfuckers say send me to hell. Bro, if that fella that everybody likes is so self-centered that you got to go to church every Sunday to thank and praise him for everything you have.
See, I don't believe in that, though. I don't subscribe to that.
That's what I'm saying. But
I
I'm
don't
also not.
subscribe to that.
I'm also not dictating my life on being a good person just because I think there's a promise of eternal greatness afterwards. That's fucked up too.
But I think that's natural for most people, is just to be a good person. Not
Yeah,
all,
but how they even position it, bro? Like you gotta do this shit so you can go to heaven. No, you gotta do this shit because it's the right thing to do, dog.
Yeah.
I think there's something to doing something good, trying to help other people and not taking the credit for it. Not saying, oh, look at me, or not saying I did this good thing, wanting to be recognized for it. And I think saying I've done this for God or because whatever God is, all the different types, I think there's something to that of like turning it over. Like, I'm not doing this because I'm so good or I'm so powerful or I'm so impactful, but I have this ability to help others, and just not taking credit for it. I think that really helps folks to be humble. Yeah. Like, it's a medium to be humble.
Bro, whatever gives you purpose in life, I'm all for it, bro. You believe in Jesus, you Muslim, you whatever, more fucking power to you, dog. Whatever makes you happy. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm the same way. As long as you're not hurting nobody.
And I don't know, and I don't know if any of that shit's real or fake. So all that shit could be true, and I could be wrong. Like I'm not against that either.
Yeah, you're agnostic.
That sound like an insult when you said it there. Though you said it a little like aggressive. Like,
no.
You're agnostic, motherfucker. You got me chopped.
No, I'm just saying you're agnostic.
Y'all like eggnog?
This guy.
I never had that shit, but people be swearing by that shit, dog.
I've only had it like once. I don't think I like it.
I would never drink that shit.
That's crazy. But yo, like, what would you rather do though? Fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
The good old question.
Now think on that.
I think my
You
classic...
made 100 horses, dog.
The duck-sized horse, they're gonna be kicking the fuck out of you, dog.
Nah, I'm talking. Or the duck-sized horse. Yeah, give me the duck-sized horses. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck them. You fight no big-ass duck.
You ain't got no experience fighting ducks. That's
yeah, I sure as hell don't.
Let me tell you something. Just sweet.
We know what you got. You've been swinging on him.
Yeah. Sweet. Like that shit ain't chase your ass down.
No cat. Like, what's it called, though?
Have you guys ever made up a situation in your head that really didn't happen?
All the time.
Yeah, for sure. Every day.
The other day. the other day I was blowing the leaves, and there's somebody that's in my family that I feel like kind of invalidates the things that I do and doesn't like take them seriously. And I had like cleaned the whole yard up, and I was playing through this scenario in my head where they came over and were like, "What have you been working on all day? You didn't do much." And it hadn't even happened. And I had to like reflect on it for a second. I was like, holy shit, I'm sitting here creating a scenario to get mad at because I'm used to being mad at the person.
Shit.
Just to like keep the status quo. Almost like predicting chaos or an argument.
I do that too, but it's like way less of a serious gun.
Yeah.
Like I'll be riding a gas station, I'll be like, yeah, if these motherfuckers try to rob me at the gas station, I'm gonna grab the pistol, I'm gonna flip that John back.
That's stupid shit I think. That's the type of dumbass shit I'm thinking.
That shit's all cap. They pull a pistol, you got it. Yeah. But in my head, I be fucking chasing.
If a dog chasing me, I'm gonna kick that shit. You ain't kicking no fucking dog. You running.
You running.
Silly ass up. I be thinking about that shit all the time. Man, if I go to the bank and somebody come in here, they try to shoot us and shit. No, dog. You
got trauma and he don't even know.
No, I know I got trauma, motherfucker. It's just shit been real.
Yeah, I come up with stories like that too, where I say, if this person or this animal runs up on me, I'm gonna do something about it. Like, I'm not that big. I ain't that strong.
Y'all don't be thinking about the mass shootings and shit. Every time I go somewhere, I be thinking about the mass shootings.
Only when I go to movies now. That shit.
Yeah, the movies.
When I used to go to movies,
my
that shit
God.
used to fuck me up. Because I used to sit in my seat like, all right, that's the escape plan. Okay, if they come down both sides, I'm going to do this. Only because the news. That shit did that shit to us.
Because I always sit up high at the movie. So I'm like, man, if they come in the bottom. You go all the way down. I'm like,
and I'm like, yeah, we just playing dead.
Yeah, yep. That's what I be thinking,
I'm playing
bro.
dead.
Yep.
I'm just.
Yep. I'm gonna wipe some blood on me for the next person.
Yeah. Hopefully they ain't doing kill shots. That'd be fucked up.
Facts.
Kill shots.
No cap, though. I be thinking all that shit. They ain't doing kill shots. And I breathe heavy as shit. I'm like, damn, dog. I'm gonna have to hold my breath.
Hey, what did you have to press in Call of Duty to blow your breath? It was like L3 or something like that. You press it down, slow your breath down.
When the sniper and shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't really play games.
Yeah.
Just like a flock of dog. No, I be thinking about that shit all the time.
Y'all know that's trauma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be predicting the part of trauma is predicting something happening that's probably not going to be happening, so you know how to deal with it.
Motherfucker, when you go to the gas stations I go to, that shit could happen any day, dog.
Such a badass.
Not a badass.
Feels so
Such a badass.
He goes to the rough gas stations.
Just to make a point. I call John, yo, I'm out here, dog. I'm out here today.
Yo, I'm at the Circle K. You ain't seen me.
Yo, what up, young boys? Fuck out of here, white boy.
That's fucked up.
Just stupid ass out of here, old head. Yo, Flocky, you ever been to the basketball courts and like you obviously the better person there and you still get picked last?
Definitely.
That should be hurting.
Yo,
That's fucked up.
That should be hurting, dog. I was thinking about like the racism white people experience, and that's the only thing I could come up with. And that shit still...
You know, I was thinking about that earlier.
That shit hurt.
Like, damn, is the basketball court the only place?
Yep, that's
white
where
people
I was getting
feel
at it.
like they're like. I'm not gonna say feel. I like. How do y'all feel when y'all at the basketball court? Do y'all pull up knowing like this about to be some bullshit?
Yeah, but
once you get on the court, you're like, damn, they're gonna come. I know my man's. He could be the fourth best person on the team. They're gonna let him get the first 5 shots, dog. Like, all right, yo.
Yeah.
Take him. Mismatch. I'd be like, all right, yeah, those motherfuckers.
When they yell mismatch.
Yeah, mismatch. Like, yo, what the fuck?
That's
That shit
Ethan.
hurt.
But is that really the only place?
Yeah, bro.
I think so.
You be warming up hard as shit, hoping you don't get picked last. Like, yo, look.
He said warming up hard as shit. You doing reverse
I got a
layups
little
and
something here.
shit. The Euro step, like, yeah, I could do that.
I got a little something here.
Tapping the backboard when you lay it up.
Grabbing rims. Ooh, I'm not that big.
Ew.
There was this place where I used to live in Titusville called Kyler Park, and we would go there in high school, me and like 5 or 6 of my friends, and on Wednesday it was No White Boy Wednesday.
Oh
That's
shit!
funny,
That's what they called it.
No White Boy Wednesday. We were not allowed to come on Wednesdays.
What the fuck? I know y'all went one Wednesday. Y'all had to.
The first Wednesday that they told us that, we were like, all right, y'all got it.
And y'all just left?
And the funny thing is we weren't even all white. Like,
no, my man's rocking, bro.
Yeah, it was just like two of us, and everybody left. We were like,
damn,
you know what, fine.
I think that shit would spark a rumble.
How did y'all feel after?
Well, we were probably we started going like sophomore in high school, I think, and they were like 30.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they had cars and shit on them, so we were like, you know what?
They probably had a good old time with that shit too.
Yeah, they probably did.
Weekend when y'all left.
They were probably expecting us to be like, yeah, fuck y'all, we're coming in anyway. Because they were cool. Like, we hung out every other day.
Motherfuckers took their ball and left.
That's fucked up.
No, that's crazy. John, what you got, Doug?
Shit, I was thinking a couple questions. So my question of the week: what do you guys think influences you guys the most with your everyday lifestyle, whether it be family, music, a TV show? What do you think influences you the most? Your peers?
Like your actions?
Your actions, the way you look, the way you talk, the things you like.
I think that's a tough question.
Yeah.
I think like it's especially now, like when you're younger, I think your peers influence a lot of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's like, I don't want to give too vague of an answer.
I think for me, go ahead.
No, you got it.
I think for me, it's probably my job and my values.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the conversations that I have, the things that I'm consistently having to learn about how to treat other people. Like, I think that's probably the most important piece to me now, is like learning how to treat people correctly, mm-hmm. and learning how to treat myself right. I think I had both those fucked up for a while, even though I would consider myself have been a nice person. But I think my way of being nice, mm-hmm. was like for me, you know, mm-hmm. and it wasn't really for other people.
Right.
I think it changes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it changes. I think this year I've been like overwhelmingly trying to be selfish about how I like act. So I think on the day-to-day, I influence or I act basically like how to be happy. So I wake up like, yeah, what's gonna make me happy today? And then it might not be like a daily thing, but it might be like, yeah, if I work and I close this deal or do that, I'm gonna have more money to spend for this. I'll be able to take this trip or buy this that I want. So I think it all comes down to like, what's gonna make me happy.
Okay.
What about you, John?
Like you said, it comes to a daily. I might hear something in the song and it may inspire me to do something. I see a friend do something or a family member do something, it may inspire me to go harder. It's a tough question. Yeah, I mean, I catch information or influence from everywhere, honestly. If I see somebody wearing a sneaker I like, I'm like, damn, that's a nice sneaker, I might go get that. Or if I see somebody treat somebody a certain way, I'll be like, I can't do that. And that influenced my decision how to treat somebody else. And like Dill said, just even what's going to make me happy. I think that's how I've been moving a lot lately. What's going to make me happy.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to call it selfish, but I mean.
Yeah, I guess it's not selfish. It's selfish, though. I think my mood influences most of that, though. Like, if I wake up and feel a certain way, I'm going to dress a certain way. Or I'm going to put a certain album on. Mm-hmm. Like, if I'm feeling like timid, I might just throw Mac Miller shit on.
See, I'm the opposite. That should have changed my whole mood. Like, depending on if I'm listening to something sad, I'd be like, oh, I can't listen to this. Mm. Like, you've heard me say that, like, oh, I can't listen to that album. That shit is sad.
Yeah, you guys hate.
Because it will influence my day. Like, it'll really, I don't know why that has that effect on me. But
that shit is funny, though, because outfits sometimes influence how I feel for the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, how I'm dressing and, like, what swag I'm wearing or, like what I'm wearing, like, will dictate how I'm feeling, too.
Look good, feel good.
Hey, bro, that shit's like people say that shit's real, bro. You throw a new fit on, you feel great.
What? You throw a new sock on, you feel good, man.
New briefs?
What?
Oh my god, dog. Stop playing. You throw a whole new fit on?
Come on, yo. You
Come
kidding.
on. You got
I don't care
the
what
socks and the
nobody
briefs.
said.
Yeah. You throw a whole new fit on?
What?
Stop it, bro.
$1 million right now.
Game over, motherfucker. I could
Sit
go
up with the
fucking J-Lo.
haircut.
What? A haircut? Don't say shit to me.
My favorite shit is when I get a haircut, I rub the back of my head just to feel it kind of this, and I love how it feels. It feels great.
My thing is, knowing I only got a couple haircuts left. Shit.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yep.
all right.
My man dyed my shit last time. I told John I couldn't even wear. I had to get my hat on for my birthday.
Why my man pulled his hat up for half a second?
I said, come on, bro.
Some shit I ain't never seen in my life.
Carlos Boozer. Carlos Boozer. He made my shit look crazy. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? The cover art.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Because it's like my barber retired, right? My barber that's been cutting me. My barber's been cutting me for like 15 years. He retired like 3 days before my birthday, so I had to go to a new guy. Went to the new guy. I'm like, yo, just cut my shit low, bro. Like, let that shit go how it's going and shit. He's like, all right, I got you, bro. Blah, blah. He started cutting. He's like, I'm about to do a little something. I was, no, bro, don't do anything. Don't do anything. I'm like, I got out the chair. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Why do I have a 2012 hairline right now? What is we doing here? What happens when I get in the shower, bro? What are we doing here, bro? It was like, no, just don't wash your shit for like a week. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? I said I'm comfortable where my shit is. Just let it rock. The fuck.
Wait, so he pushed it back?
No, bro, he pushed it up with marker.
With marker. Let's go.
He pushed it up, bro, with marker. My shit went from,
should have seen this shit.
My shit went from a calm V to a motherfucking straight rectangle. Like, come on, dog.
He gave you the Shawty Low haircut.
Yeah, bro, exactly, bro. He gave me the boozer. I'm like, come on, dog. What the fuck are we doing here?
That shit was crazy.
Let's stain my hat.
I've never seen a white fella with the filled-in hairline.
It's not made for us, bro. That's why it looks crazy. It's not made for us. It's different texture for hair. This motherfucker is using hair fiber for black people. It's like, why do I have waves and just the edges? That shit don't. What the fuck are we doing here, dog? I look Puerto Rican. The fuck?
They got pubes on the top of your head now.
I look outlandish, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dog?
That shit was wild.
Then he had the nerve to try and take the video to finish John. I smacked the fucking camera out of his hand. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? No.
He tried to take a picture of you afterwards?
He tried to take the before and after. I said, bro, if that shit, if you take that, we are going to rumble.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've had that experience before, like saying exactly what I want, clearly bringing a picture of what I had before, and then it's not even close. And I'm like,
bro, I was very like adamantly clear on what I wanted. I'm like, bro, I'm very comfortable with aging, motherfucker. Let my shit recede in peace, dog. I'm going with the Kobe, bro. Just keep it low. Let that shit gradually go.
Luckily, I had the same barber since I cut my braids, man.
Motherfucker gave me a mini fro and then colored in the edges. What the fuck are we doing here?
That is fucked up.
Why do I have a high top mini fro with the colored in edges? Get the fuck out of here.
I want to know why my barber, last time I saw him, put his hand on my shoulder, looked me in the eyes through the mirror, and said, "Oh, you need special treatment." I was like, yo, never look me in the eyes through the mirror, man.
Damn.
Through the mirror, funny as shit.
Damn.
I don't need no type of treatment, man. Fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, special treatment. I left my weed on my golf cart last weekend.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, shit hurt. Unrelated.
I'm gonna track you down.
That shit, the weed not even nothing anymore. I was like leaving Capone's. They probably got mad high right after.
Probably rolled it right up.
Yeah, so we wrapping this up.
I'm going top 5.
Top 5s.
Top 5 of the week. Break it down, dude.
Top 5 of the week. Top 5 rappers from 2000 to 2010 that aren't relevant anymore. Who wants to start? I started last week.
I'll go. Number 1 draft pick, I'm going DMX.
Damn, that's a good one.
Sir.
That's
yes,
a really
sir.
good one.
That is a good one. Why did I not think about DMX? You gotta
Okay,
fuck.
I'll go. Missy?
I'm not mad at Missy.
I'm not mad at Missy. I'm going Beanie Siegel.
That's a fire pick. That's a fire pick.
That's a good one.
That's a fire pick.
So you go again?
Not gonna be popular. Young Buck.
Boo.
Young
Wait,
Buck
you
was
like-
fucking fire.
Yeah, Young Buck had a couple of hits.
Yeah,
Nah,
Young Buck was
I'm
fire.
fine. I used to like the
Yeah.
YB chain. They used to spin
Yeah,
and shit.
come on, dog. Young Buck was fire.
Yeah. Mine one that I was saying before was Luda.
Okay. Not mad at Luda. I'm gonna keep it G unit. I'm gonna go Lloyd Banks.
Good call.
Lloyd Banks is my man.
Yeah, that's
This one might be a little debatable, but I'm gonna go Mace.
I love Mace, dog. I love Mace.
Yeah, I love Mace too. He's definitely not relevant.
Okay.
I love Mace. He's got one of my favorite flows as a rapper ever.
Shout out to Mace.
Who was the one that you said before Mace?
DMX.
No, Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks put something out not too long ago that was kind of hot.
Damn, I gotta listen.
No, you don't.
Nah, he was spitting. Dylan don't like bars. He can't comprehend them.
Damn.
What about Twister?
You ain't hear my exotic erotic?
You went Twister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ew.
Y'all gotta put some respect on Twister. That's for sure.
Maybe I gotta dig in the catalog.
I'm keeping it with Rockefeller and going Young Guns.
I can respect that.
I've been hearing a lot of Young Chris lately, but I'm gonna let you slide.
I love Young Chris, bro, but is he relevant?